It is a perfect Sunday afternoon, and in the Steel City, those are reserved for one thing, football, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A play fake. Now Penix. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll throw with Penix. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's Milton now to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Milton. He finds his man complete. That's Vargas. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To the air, Penix. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
To throw is Milton. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer.
Milton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Johnson on the counter. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Milton. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
To throw, it's Milton. Throw left side complete. That's Vargas. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the handoff, McClellan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Hold the ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
A nice little juke. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Now Milton. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Milton. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now Penix. throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Walker showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Johnson running right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the
touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
29-yard line.
Ready.
They try the left side with Johnson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Come on, come on. Set. 18, Chuck. 60, Nazareth. 60, Warriors. 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Freiermuth, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
26 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw, Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Rudolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And got his man complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Get it! Catch the Eagle!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll go play action here with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Up the middle, Johnson. Down to the 42, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Cougar 19, go.
Operating from the gun, Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Vargas. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Off play action, Milton. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
Here we go, set, let go.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
18, Rattler, 18, 76.
Back to throw. Milton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Johnson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the give, here's Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here's Penix. That one too wide and incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vargas. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw with Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And complete to Drake London. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. This pass is caught by London. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
A gain of 15.
A play fake. Now Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19, 60, Bison, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
To the air, Penix. Got London on a slant. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because...
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Ready.
They go to Johnson again. Shifts by at the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hitting London coming across the field. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 36 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
37.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
They'll set up to throw.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.